Hello everyone, a very good evening to all of you, and my name is Suprabha. I am your ABM English medium mentor. So today, as you know that from 1st of May we have already launched one new batch, that is ABM Zeal batch, right? So properly we are going to start from 8th of May, and this is your Zeal batch, and you know that from 7th of May, the CAIIB registration is going to be started, right? And your ABM paper is scheduled on 7th of July. So exactly you have 2 months in your hand. So please just focus on your study, and today we are going to solve some question from module D, right? See, as you know that from 8th of May, the new batch we are going to start, that is from ABM, right? And Vishal Mantri sir, he has already taken your class on 1st of May. That was the orientation class, right? So he has already started. So this is the recent batch, Zeal batch, which we have recently launched, right? So now, first question I have taken from module D. As you know that in ABM we have total 4 modules, right? So 4 modules, that means we have total, that is module A, B, C and D, and all the 4 modules are completely different from each other. The first module, that is statistic module, it is related to the all the statistical tool things and all. B module, that is related to your HR module, right? HRM, complete HRM, and this will be the theoretical module. And this is your credit module, and the last D is the compliance module, right? So today, this question actually last year, this question was asked in the CAIIB exam, right? The question here is, that is overall responsibility for overseeing the effective management of the bank compliance function. So first I'll tell you what is exactly the meaning of the compliance, right? The meaning of the compliance means if you are following all the rule, all the procedure, right? All the code of conduct given by the RBI, if you are following everything, that means you are following the compliances. When you are not following the compliances, then we called it as a compliance risk. So last year from chapter number 26, that is, okay, there was so many questions related to compliance risk, related to compliance they have asked, right? So very important question, and the question is the overall responsibility. Please note this word, overall responsibility. ठीक है, वैसे तो responsibility, even the compliance responsibility is, it is with the CC also, but here the question is the overall responsibility for overseeing the effective management of the bank compliance function. Option A is bank board of director, 2 is audit committee of board, third is chief compliance officer, and fourth is MD and CEO. So what is the exactly what is the right question? Right? As you know that the right answer is the overall responsibility is with bank's board of directors. So only one is the right answer. Okay? This is the right answer, only one. Next question is question 2. The probability of loss that remain to system that store, process or transmit information after security measure or control have been implemented is called what type of risk? See, there are 3 type of risk I have written here. Number 1 is residual, control and inherent. So what is the meaning of the inherent risk? Right? Last year, there was one question from the inherent risk only. When you have not implemented any control measure, right? We called it as a inherent risk. So we called it as even the normal risk. Okay? Genuine risk. Suppose you are driving the car, you are not wearing the seat belt, you are not even having the airbag, and you are driving the car on a road. So of course there is a chances of accident, right? And inherent risk is the normal or natural risk. We called it as a natural risk. Okay? But when we are applying the control measures, okay, all the compliant measures when we applied, We called it as a what? We called it as a, that is, we called it as a control risk. ठीक है? So suppose in bank you are giving the loan to someone. ठीक है? And you have taken, you have already checked what is the salary slip, CIBIL score you have checked, so many things you have checked, but still maybe there is a chances of that maybe you have not done properly. So we called it as a control risk. Maybe there is a something mistake was happened. Then third is the residual risk, which is always remain in the system. There is a chance of 0.0000001% that this risk will always remain with the system, right? So there is a one equation as given in the book that residual risk, okay, residual risk is equal to the inherent risk into the control risk, right? This definition is already given in your book, right? A very, very important equation and a very, very important question also, right? So last year the question was, see, this question is the probability of loss that remain to the system, right, that store, process or transmit information after security measure or control have been implemented is called what? We called it as a residual risk, which is always remain in the system. Suppose in the bank you have given the loan to someone and even you have checked everything, but there is a still there is a chance of 0.00001% that that account will be turned as a NPA, right? So we called it as a residual risk. Okay. Third question is the possibility that bank may occur losses due to movement in the interest rate, foreign currency exchange rate and other market related indicator. We called it as a what? Market system credit liquidity. Last year around 2 to 3 question was from the only this part, that is a risk. Okay. Annihilation risk they have asked actually last year in June exam, that what is the annihilation risk. Annihilation risk is when maybe you have done something in the organization, because of that your business is completely going to the close down. Okay, maybe some compliances or something. So annihilation risk is when your business is going to be destroyed. Okay, so the chances of that your business is going to be destroyed, we called it as an annihilation risk. Closed down. Okay, organization can be closed down. So this question they have asked last year, that right, annihilation risk. So you can check here that what is the question. Right, the question is the possibility that bank may occur losses due to movement in interest rate, foreign currency exchange rate and oblique or other market related indicator. See, when there is a fluctuation in the market, okay, we called it as a, what we called it as a, we called it as a, that is market risk. Okay, system is something like related to the any internal or external system, maybe because of that the loss can be occur. Credit is like when borrower is not able to repay the loan. Okay, we called it as a credit risk. Then we have the liquidity, right? And so the answer here is that is market risk. The market risk is basically when there is a chances of loss, it can be occur because there is a fluctuation in the market. There is a up and down in the market. Okay, so this is the right answer. Now the fourth question is which of the following is not the market risk, right? See, module D na, it is completely theoretical module and very, very scoring also. All the things are repetitive, like what is the compliance risk in the bank, what is the compliance policy in the bank, what is the compliance policy in the NBFC. So all the things will be repetitive one. A very, very easy module and easily you can crack this module. Okay, so even this will give you of course the 20 to 25 marks of question. Okay, of course it is a very, very important. Module B is also important, that is a HRM module, but yes, module D is equally important. Module B is little bit higher as compared to having the higher weightage as compared to module A, C and D. So here the answer is option A, movement in the interest rate. B is movement in foreign currency exchange rate. C is movement in the stock process. And D is the sudden withdrawal of large chunk of deposit. So what is the right answer? Tell me. Right? When we are talking about interest rate, when we are talking about the foreign currency exchange rate, that is, sorry, we have to find out the not one. C is movement in the stock process and D is the sudden withdrawal of large chunks. So of course D is the right answer. Next question is, which of the following is not an operational risk? Right? First, I'll tell you that what is the definition of the operational risk. Okay. See, what is the meaning of the operational risk? That is the risk because of this loss can be occurred, right? Because then what is the reason? Because of any flaw in the system. Maybe any fraud was happened, maybe any system failure was there. So that is actually related to the flaw, right? Any flaw was happened in the organization, then operational risk can be occurred. It can be even internal flaw also and external flaw also. Okay, like fraud has been occurred or maybe any failure in the system, like that. So what is the question 1? The customer transaction error, unethical conduct, collection of fake currency at the counter, the wrong posting of entry due to the computer malfunction. So of course D is the right answer because it is not the operational. Okay. Next is, which one is not the part of the whistleblower policy? See, who is the whistleblower? Whistleblower is the person who raised his voice against any wrongdoing which is happening in the organization. So whistleblower is the person who raises voice against any wrongdoing. Okay, right? So what happened is, in year 2005 the PDP resolution came. Okay, public interest disclosure something. So that PDP resolution came into the picture. But after that, because see, all the whistleblower, they need protection, right? Because of course they raise their voice against the system, so of course they need the protection. Now what happened here is, in 2011 the new act, that is Whistleblower Act, Protection Act, that came into the force. In the year of 2011 it was introduced, but in a 14 it was finally came into the force. So here the question is, and you know that every public sector organization, every ministry, right, they are having the whistleblower policy. Every organization is having the whistleblower policy, right? So here we are asking that which of the following is not a part of the whistleblower policy? Option A is whistleblower. This question IIBF has asked last year only. Okay, so I think it looks like a very simple question. But yes, this is the one para is given in your book. So of course it is a, okay. So first option is whistleblower, wrongful practice, authority and structure. Which one is the right answer? This question looks very simple actually. Okay. Here the question is, which of the following, right, is not the part of the whistleblower policy? A whistleblower, a wrongful or unethical practice, authority and structure. Okay. See, every organization, they are having the whistleblower policy. So they define who is the whistleblower, then what is the wrongful practices, like insider trading, any fraud, all these type of things like corruption, bribe, taking bribe, abusing of your official position, these all are comes under the corruption, right? So here what is the question is, which of the following is not a part of the whistleblower policy? So option A is whistleblower, wrongful practice, authority will be there and structure. Structure is not the part of the whistleblower policy. So this question actually looks very simple, but of course this is a very This question actually came last year. Okay. Next question is question number 7. Which of the following is not the part of the GRC framework? Okay. See, what is the GRC framework is? GRC means governance, regulation and risk. See, last year there was a question of 5 marks. 5 marks case study question was there from GRC framework. Okay. So, what is the meaning of the governance? See, governance is basically when you are following all the compliances, all the rule, all the regulation, we call it as the governance. That means we are going in the right direction. Corporate governance. Okay. Risk is we always have to try that risk should be mitigated in the system. Okay. We have to try to mitigate the risk in the system always. Right. Then we have the compliance. So regulation, of course, the answer is regulation. Compliance is when we are following the compliances, then of course the governance can be maintained and the risk can be mitigated, right? So this is a very, very important tool for every organization, right? So which one of the following is not the part of the GRC framework? Tell me, what is the right answer? Okay. See here, the right answer is of course regulation, because governance, risk and compliance. So last year there was one question from this area, GRC framework. 5 marks case study they have asked. Okay, 5 marks. Related to, I think, some situation they have given in the bank and then they have asked. So 1 question, around 5 question they have asked. Right. Oversight role, the process by which company manage and mitigate the risk, is part of governance, risk management, compliance or audit. Tell me, what is the right answer? Right? What is the right answer? See, when we are talking about the process by which company manage and mitigate the risk, okay, see, we please always remember that a good compliance can lead to the good corporate governance, and of course it will lead to the risk management, risk mitigation also. So if you are following all the compliances in the organization, the risk will be mitigated, okay, as well as the good corporate governance can be maintained. So here we are talking about that oversight role, the process by which company manage and mitigate the risk, is part of governance, risk management, compliance or audit. Which one is the right answer? Tell me, what is the right answer? Here we are talking about the risk management. If you are following all the rule regulation, then of course the risk will be mitigated. Then there is a no chances of any operational risk won't be there, any credit risk will not be there. Okay? So the answer will be the risk management. Next is the whistleblower policy preamble contain the following. Which of them should be the most important one? Option A is anonymity of the informant should be maintained. Of course, that is the right answer. The authenticity of the information will be confirmed and there will be no reprisal for reporting the information, which is completely wrong. Okay. Then the appropriate and disciplinary action will be taken after the investigation and on confirmation of the information, and none of the above. One is the right answer. See, what happened here is, in the whistleblower policy, this is very, very important that you have to maintain the confidentiality of the informant. Okay? That whistleblower name should not be disclosed, right? Because see, what happened in a year of 2004 and 5, there was one official from NHAI, Satyendra Dubey, he got murdered and he was the whistleblower. After that only PDP resolution and Whistleblower Protection Act came into the picture, right? So of course you have to maintain the confidentiality of the informant. It is very, very important, right? So here I'm just ending the, right? Here we have already launched the new batch, that is Zeal batch. Here you have to type, that is Adda 24/7 dot then com. Okay, so adda247.com you have to type. See, if you are going to purchase this batch from the Adda application, then 1% additional discount you will be getting, right? So in app, I'll just show you that here you have to go by, that is GIB and CIB category we have, right? Here we have the CIB June 2024. So this is your Zeal batch, which is already started from the 1st of May, right? And here you have to apply the code, that is Y666, right? Then Y666, this code you need to apply, and this will be the final discount, that is 5039. Okay, so this code you have to apply, that is Y666. So plus 1% additional discount you will be getting here, and apart from even coin also you can use. Okay, so coin plus additional 1% discount you will be getting here. Okay, Y666, this code you need to apply. See, and if any like your all the papers are remaining to clear, right? That means ABM, ABFM, BRBL and BFM plus elective paper, all the papers are remaining to clear, then definitely you should go for the CAIIB Mahapack 2.0. And here also you have to apply the code, that is Y666, apply, right? So right, Y666 plus 1% extra discount, so the price will be lower than 6823. Okay, plus coin also you can use here. So please try to purchase this batch or this Mahapack from the Adda application only, right? CIB Mahapack, of course, all the elective paper, video courses, risk, HR, IT, all are available here as per the new syllabus which was recently come last year, plus all the paper, previous batches, new batches, revision batches, all the batches will be there. So of course this is the one solution for all the problems. So you should go with the CIB Mahapack 2.0. So thank you and bye bye. We will meet day after tomorrow, I mean on Monday, okay, with my class, and we will be having some more questions from the module B and module D. Thank you and bye bye. Take care.